The Iceman Pursuit Municipal Secretary of the Ghana National Association of Teachers, Madam Atubila Rose, says almost all teachers in the Northeast region depend on subsidized loans and are unable to sufficiently cater for their families. The GNAT Secretary disclosed to Joy News to justify the ongoing strike action by various teacher unions in demand for the payments of the cost of living allowance. Madam Rose wondered why teachers in the country are being marginalized in the face of the current economic crisis and asserted they will not return to the classroom unless their demands are addressed by government. Elias Otanko has more.
Following the declaration of the strike action by the teacher unions, the National Association of Teachers, GNAT, in the Northeast region dispatched staff to schools to monitor and ensure compliance among its members. After the first week of the strike action, the East Mamprese Municipal GNAT Secretary, who is also in charge of the Bumpurgu, Napanduri and Yunyo district, Atubila Rose, in her assessment of the report from the monitoring staff, said members of the association were fully in compliance of the directive.
GNAT, that comprises of the three political districts, East Mamprese Municipal, Bumpurgu, Napanduri district, the Yunyo National district. Looking at all these areas, our members are complying with the directive from above. As this district that I've mentioned, we have been divided into 10 locals, and in each of the locals we have executives. So the local executives have been deployed to the various schools in their locals to check and to give report.
The teachers laid down their tools in protest of the failure of government to pay them the cost of living allowance. Justifying the strike action, the GNAT secretary said the demand was due to the obvious rising cost of living and the fact that teachers in the region were already operating in the midst of several challenges.
In fact, when you look at the teacher condition here, it's very bad. When you look at the schools, they are scattered. The landmass is so large or big that when you are attending a school, you travel more than 40 miles. And the only source of transportation is the motorbike. And when you look at fuel these days, a teacher can spend more than almost, let's say 90% of the salary to buy fuel. What is left for the feeding of the family and himself is nothing to write home about. So to be frank, teachers here, we pity ourselves. Let me use the word, we pity ourselves so much. It's not easy. As a NAS secretary, when you look at those who come to take loan, almost all the teachers are on loans. And what will they use to feed themselves and their children or the family? And now we are in farming season. If you want to rely on the salaries alone, it will not help. And there's no also money to buy fertilizer and other resources to support.